Hi everyone, how you all going? So I just got out of seeing Madam Web, and this movie came out in Australia where I am, I think about 4 weeks ago now, or maybe 3.5, I think 3.5 weeks ago. So the reason I went to go see it today is because it's a very hot day, 38 degrees, and also on top of that, I had a half price discount, so movie of the week is only $11. So I went to go see it. What did I think of the movie? Look, I know this movie's been trashed to death online. Was it a good movie? No. It had some good moments. I mean, I quite enjoyed personally the score at times. I thought the score was pretty good here and there. I thought the sound editing at times was actually pretty good, especially that scene in the subway. I thought the sound editing was actually pretty good in that scene. Plot's pretty straightforward. Basically, Cassandra Webb, played by Dakota Johnson, is essentially, she's a paramedic and she can see into the future. And we find out, or at the start of the movie, we find out that her mum, was actually in the Amazon researching spiders when she was shot dead by Ezekiel, the main villain. And then basically Cassandra's mum was taken by a tribe who tried to use a spider on her to save her life. They failed to actually save her life, but then she gave birth to Cassandra. And after her mum had been bitten by that spider, they gave Cassandra the ability to actually see into the future. So it gave her like a sixth sense. And in the present, basically, Ezekiel's hunting down these 3 young schoolgirls because he can also see into the future. And essentially in that future, those 3 young schoolgirls actually kill him. He can foresee himself getting murdered by those 3 young schoolgirls. So then Cassandra ends up meeting the 3 young schoolgirls played by Sydney Sweeney, I think Celeste O'Connor and Isabella Merced. And she takes them in, and then she also finds out she's actually made contact with each of them in the past. Look, pros, I thought the sound editing was pretty good at times. The score was pretty good at times. Cons, I thought Dakota Johnson's performance was pretty weak. Look, stunning actress, I'm not going to lie, she's a very good looking actress, but acting wise, she needs to step it up a bit. I mean, look, I know the dialogue was also quite atrocious at times, but yeah, I was not a huge fan of Dakota Johnson's monotone performance. She always seemed to have the same emotion, whether she was happy, sad, whatever, or frightened, whatever. She always seemed to have the same exact emotions. I was not a huge fan of her performance. A few awkward scenes as well. Dialogue aside, a couple of awkward scenes. The first 30 or so minutes was very slow and painstakingly boring, in my opinion. The first 35 minutes was very slow and boring. Not a strong enough grip to get you really hooked into, to really grab your attention. But overall, look, a 5 out of 10 for me personally. A couple of decent action sequences, like one on the subway, actually, in the subway, another one towards the end. So a couple of decent action scenes. What's funny in my opinion, is that the movie's set in the year 2003, and in one scene, the 3 schoolgirls, they dance to Britney Spears, the song Toxic by Britney Spears inside the diner, which actually came out in 2004. That song came out in 2004, and yet the movie's set in 2003. But anyways, minor nitpick there. But yeah, didn't really make sense if you think about it. But overall, a 5 out of 10. Cinema actually had quite a few people. I assume that's because it was movie of the week, like, only $11, and it's also a Saturday, very hot, so maybe that's why. But yeah, 5 out of 10 for me personally. Not great, not the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. Not as bad as Batman and Robin, no way. I've only seen half of that movie, Batman and Robin. Not as bad as Batman and Robin, but not a very good movie overall. Take care, everyone. All the best. Bye.